Hey guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back to another video. And today's video is going to be a little different. It's actually going to be a story time. So I want to start to do this like a lot more often because I think it could be really fun. I love yapping. I love talking. I love saying interesting things. I think this would be interesting to watch. So yeah, let's just get into it. So basically, this is about my 5th grade bully. So let's just call her Thea, because obviously I don't want to call out her real name. So to give a little backstory, this was like 5 to 6 years ago when I was in 5th grade. I think it was towards like the middle of the school year or something. I really don't remember when this all started, but this one particular classmate started bothering me every single day. Basically, she just started bullying and harassing me every single day. One of the first things that comes to my mind that she would do is in class when I would raise my hand to go to the bathroom, then like a few seconds later, then she would also raise her hand to go to the bathroom, and then so she would basically be like following me out into the hallway to the bathroom, and then in the bathroom she would like corner me. She would like put her hands like exactly like this, and then she would pull on my earrings. She would literally just trap me in the corner of the bathroom, pull on my earrings, and she would do this almost every day, I think. I don't know how long it went on for, but this was obviously very weird. Also, back in that time, I was very germophobic. I was very scared of germs. I did everything I could to prevent them. I was such a clean freak and everything. And Thea knew that. There was this one time I remember when she came out of the bathroom stall when we were in the bathroom at the same time. And before she washed her hands, she would literally just rub them all over my shirt, her unclean bathroom hands, just rub them all over my shirt. And I didn't wear a bra at the time, because I was young. So basically she was touching, that is not okay. And also every day I would wear these animal ears. It was so cute, but yeah, I would wear these cat ears, panda ears, whatever. But this one day when I was wearing panda ears and I was in that same bathroom, then when Thea came out of the stall this one time, she just rubbed her unclean hands all over my panda ears, just all the way like that. And I remember I missed a lot of class because I was trying to wash those panda ears. I was trying to clean them and stuff. And then also when she rubbed my shirt like that, I also missed a bunch of math class, I remember, because I was trying to put soap and water all over my shirt to get it more clean. And it was so wet that I ended up just putting my jacket over and just wearing my jacket for the rest of the day just over my shirt so you couldn't see all the wetness and stuff. There was also this one ruler I had, and I just kept it in my desk the whole year. I was too afraid of touching it because I remember reading on the sticker, the instructions and stuff, that it said that it contains cancerous chemicals or whatever. So I was literally just afraid to touch it because I thought I'd get cancer or something. And then I remember Thea pulled that ruler out of my desk. She might have sat next to me at one point in class. I don't know. But then she rubbed the ruler all over my thigh because she knew that I was afraid of germs. Now this girl also, she really wanted to get into my friend group. So it was a group of me and 3 other girls. And Thea, she basically forced herself in. So at recess time, I remember what would happen a lot was every day. So me and my friend group, we would be sitting at this picnic table and doing these comics, we would draw together and stuff, and then Thea would come all the way from far away, and then she would just with this really creepy smile just start walking towards us, and then she would start running like a freaking horror movie, and then she would aggressively grab our drawings and our folders and stuff, and she would run off with them towards the forest. I think it was just my drawings actually, and actually I was the only person she targeted. I remember she did all these things to me and nobody else. So she would grab my drawings and then just run off with them towards the forest, and then me and my friends would chase after her to get them back. I remember this one day where one of my friends literally had to grab the back of her hood to stop her from throwing my drawings into the forest. And she even told her teacher at recess that we were excluding her and that we wouldn't let her into our friend group. Well, I wonder why. I wonder why we wouldn't let her into our friend group. But yeah, basically the teacher told us like, oh, you have to let her in, or else like blah blah blah, like you're being mean, you're excluding, whatever. So pretty much we like just kind of let her into our friend group. I guess we really didn't realize at the time how bad it was what she was doing to me, but she eventually just kind of like became a member of our friend group at one point. I remember like we even did this whole talent show performance together. We were like in this orchestra. We did like strings, like, you know, violin, viola, cello, stuff like that, and Thea was in that group for our talent show. I remember this one day where, like, you know, once again, like Thea had been doing every day, you know, like following me into the bathroom, then corner me, pulling on my earrings and stuff. I remember I just finally said, like, after all her nonsense, something like, "You're making my life hell." Like, that's exactly what I said. Even though I didn't actually mean it, because to be honest, all of the things she did, it never really affected my mental health. Of course I thought about it and I knew it was wrong, but it just like it never really stuck in my mind that this was like actually really serious, or like that, you know, I was being bullied and that I could become depressed, which I wasn't. Like, this just didn't affect my mental health at all. Like, I was still fine even though I knew this was wrong and stuff. I never really thought about it that much. But yeah, like, just to say it, I was just like, "You're making my life hell," you know? And then after I said that, then like Thea was just like, "Oh my gosh, you just said the H word." And while that was going on, there was actually somebody else from our class who was in a bathroom stall, like in the same bathroom as us at the same time. And then she came out after I said that and she was just like, "What's going on here?" And then I think I said to the girl something like, "She keeps bothering me, she keeps doing this, like she's pulling on my earrings and whatever." And then Theo was just like, "She's lying, no, I didn't do that, like I never did that." And then also like when I would tell my friend in our class all about what Theo was doing, then like Theo would just run over. She would always end up over here and she would just run over and be like, "No, she's lying, I didn't do that." But my friend still believed me anyway, of course. And my friend told me that I should tell the teacher, which obviously was the right idea in this situation because I was literally being bullied and harassed. But I just never told the teacher. I never did because I was scared, and I don't really know what I was scared of. I wasn't comfortable telling the teacher. Maybe I was scared that things would be worse or that you'd even get more revenge. Like, I didn't actually think at the time that it could help me if I told on her, if I told an adult, you know. I think like every day, whenever she would look at me, or like whenever she was about to do something really bad, then she would always have that exact same creepy smile on her face. That same creepy smile. Like, something like that. I was even like always drawing every day at the time. Like, that was my passion, you know. I was an artiste and I had a sketchbook, and I remember I would do these like really shaded, detailed anime drawings in each page of the sketchbook every day. And I think like Thea was sitting at a table across from me and my friends at lunch this one day, and I had to like get up and go throw my trash away, and then Thea came over the table. She had this Sharpie with her, and then she just drew like the UUV on top of my drawing, if you know what I mean, with Sharpie. And me and my friend, we were so upset at her. Like, we were like, "No, this is not okay. This is not okay." But she still thought it was funny. She still thought it was amusing. I don't even remember like really, but I think she threatened me somehow. Like, I don't remember what she said, but she did threaten me. I just can't remember what she said though. And somehow, since she actually got into our friend group, and like not even me, not even like any of us really thought too hard about what she was doing. Of course we knew it was wrong, but like we just didn't think too much of it. And somehow like she even got invited to our sleepover. Like, we had a group sleepover and she was there, and the only thing I could remember with her like from that sleepover was in the morning, like we were changing clothes inside our sleeping bags, and then while I was changing, like I had no pants on and stuff, And then Thea, she had come over to my sleeping bag, like got on top of it, and then she just started like pulling it so aggressively while I had no pants on and stuff. And I was like tugging it back. Like I was actually scared and stuff. But like what the heck? She was trying to see me without pants on and stuff. She kept on tugging and tugging with that creepy smile. And I was like pulling it back, and I kept looking at everybody, and they were just staring and they didn't even do anything. I was literally being sexually harassed, bro. This one day at recess, me and my friend group, we decided to confront Thea. We finally decided to confront her. So we made a plan for, us to like meet up as a group, go to recess, and then find Thea. We met up at this certain corner, like with this bench and stuff, and then Thea was already with her friend. Like I feel like it was our only friend and stuff, and that girl was also pretty mean too. Let's just call her like Maria. And this whole confrontation, like, they knew what was going on. They knew that we wanted to confront her and stuff. So then basically Maria was like the judge. Like this whole confrontation was literally like a court case at recess. Both of our parties, at that bench together, me and my friend group without Thea, and then Thea and Maria, Maria was like the judge. And basically Maria was saying like, so tell me, like, what is Thea doing? What happened? What's your side of the story? And then I explained what Thea's been doing to me and stuff. And basically, like, since Maria was like already Thea's friend, then of course she was biased. Basically all she was doing was like making excuses for Thea's behavior, and saying how like it's okay and whatever. And I remember even like Thea was trying to use something against me, so she pointed out that I said the H word. But then Maria also said something like, oh, well, they say that in the Bible, so it's okay. So at least she was defending me there. And like at the same time when she was making excuses for Thea's behavior, Maria also in the end was just saying like, okay, well, don't do that stuff again. Like, how about you guys just like split up? Like, Thea, you don't talk to them anymore or whatever. And then so we agreed on that. But of course it never happened. Of course, Thea just kept bothering me every day. And yeah, all this stuff just kept going on every day. It was like, I feel like it was more towards like the middle towards the end of the year, but actually the end of the year like got cut off because of COVID, like COVID quarantine literally saved me. Ever since we started online school and we never went back, Thea has never bothered me again. She has never interacted with me ever since we started quarantine and stuff. Just, we just got that message one day like, oh, school's canceled for 2 to 3 weeks. Turns out it was like the rest of the school year, and then we had another year online. But yeah, ever since then, like even to this day, it's been like 5 or 6 years. Thea has never interacted with me ever since then. And she's actually still in my school now. Maybe she's the same, maybe she's changed. I don't really know, but I'm glad I've had absolutely no class with her. She's never bothered me again. And I never got my justice really. I never told a teacher. I didn't tell my parents until like years later. This is definitely something that I learned a lesson from, that even though she didn't really like physically hurt me in any way, or affect my mental health at all, like the type of person who does this kind of thing, they really could affect somebody's mental health. Like everybody is different. Like they could make that, people like Thea could make somebody depressed and want to kill themselves. And everybody takes it differently. Like I was young, I didn't really understand, but like now that I think of it, it is so important to let somebody know. Like even if you think you're snitching, like who cares, bro? This is for your own safety. Like you need to let somebody know if somebody is bullying you, harassing you, because it needs to be put an end to, and it needs to stop. And wouldn't it just feel better in the end, like if they didn't bother you anymore, and at the same time they got in trouble, like they got their karma or whatever, and you didn't have to deal with that again just because you told somebody. So I like really encourage you, like whoever's watching this, if anybody bothers you, if anybody is bothering you, like harassing you, sexually harassing you, bullying you, like always tell somebody. Don't keep that to yourself. I think about it now, I have like a very mature mindset, I would say. Like I think of things very deeply, and I've learned a lot of things over the years, but I realize now that Thea probably intimidated me and tried to make me feel smaller because she probably grew up with a pretty sad childhood. She probably was very hurt in her own life, which is very sad because we were like 10 or 11, we were so young, but she just, I mean, for her to act like that, she must have grown up in a very sad way. So it makes you almost have empathy for that person, even though, of course, it doesn't excuse what they're doing, but you just gotta realize, this isn't about me, it's about them. The way that they're treating me is not about me, but it's about their own issues because they're projecting it onto you. They don't want to deal with it themselves, so they bring it to somebody else to make them happier. They bring that pain to somebody else so they can feel better about themselves, knowing that somebody else is experiencing something that they are. I was a very special girl, in 5th grade and just in elementary school and middle school. My whole life, I've always been a very special girl. I've always been very happy, just very different, in a good way. I've always stood out. I've always had that ambition, that optimism, that positivity, I was always very happy with myself. I love myself, I've always been a very special girl, when I was in 5th grade. I was such a main character kind of person, and I was so nice. I had the best friend group, I was an artist, I was passionate about things, just life was great, and I guess that Thea saw that, and since she was the opposite, then she kind of wanted to take that away from me, even though that never happened, she never took that away from me, even though she thought she could, but no. So anyway, I guess I'm just done talking about everything, but basically I just want to say the reason why I'm making this video is because, well, first of all, it's interesting, of course, who doesn't want to listen to a good story time, especially about something juicy, but number two, one of the most important things, about why I'm making this video is to show you that you're not alone. If anybody is watching this and they are experiencing being bullied or harassed in any way, or being bothered, and they feel very small because of how that person is treating them, you are not alone, I've been through the same thing in the past. Other people have. It is thousands, millions of people who have experienced bullying, and I just want to let you know that it's not about you. You are not the problem. You are never the problem. You are the victim, and that person is a bully, and they are projecting this onto you because of their own problems. This is all about themselves, never about you, I promise. And yeah, another reason why I'm making this video is to just provide my personal experience that others could relate to, this is something that happened in my life that it's in my long-term memory, I'll always remember it, and I think that it could be used to help others in some sort of way. If anybody else is going through something similar, they can know that they're not alone. And again, if you're going through this, anybody, then make sure to tell somebody, your parent, a teacher, a counselor, a trusted adult. Just no matter how childish it sounds, no matter how snitchy it sounds, it's honestly so much more for the better. We need to put an end to bullying. This is such a big issue in the world, and if just one person could change or help be motivated by this video or something like that, then you can make a big impact, and I hope I'm also making a big impact by making this video too. That's just something that I feel is really meaningful. I love to doing that kind of stuff, knowing that I changed somebody's life. That's amazing. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the story time. Just remember that you're not alone. You are very, very loved, and you're beautiful, and you're smart, and you are a blessing, and you were put on this earth for a reason. You are perfect just the way you are. You don't need to change. Unless you're a bully, then yes, please change. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!